Good morning. I'm higher vibrations and so are you. And this is the Ascension Symptoms for November 26, 2021. A lot of the same things have been occurring for a lot of people in different ways, so I'm going to list them quickly. We have dizziness, whether lasting or just coming intermittently in small, short bursts. We have ringing of the ears that has been pretty constant for a while for a lot of people. Different octaves and different ways that it's being experienced, but it's pretty consistent and common. The sinuses popping and like feeling strange, my ear having that flicking sound within the inner ear somehow, it's just like a pop or a flick. There's a huge increase in need for drinking water, which I'm so about, you know. Diet changes, strange cravings for foods and things that we hadn't maybe ever really cared for before, and now like things that we're going to and our body's wanting. Our body is going through these different shifting and changing, like electric tickling, itching on the skin surface and also below in like a muscular area. Palms and the bottoms of your feet, the soles of your feet, itchy, tingly, kind of not prickly, but there's almost an electric experience there. That's also chakras being turned on. The vibration in your sacral chakra, excuse me, in your the place of your creation, the yellow chakra, the core of your body, that's been having a vibration sensation for quite a bit. That's happened for a long while, and I've been understanding it differently as it's come. But the main experience for me has been the transmutation energy that's happening, because we're basically conduits. We're bringing up things and letting them have a place to channel through as we transmute them or filter them into something that they truly are. It's just shaking out the crumbs, right? And as that energetic experience occurs, our bodies vibrate. You know, and the more intense the energy, the more that it feels like a vibration or, you know, and butterflies in the stomach kind of experience as well. Going all the way up through the spine and up and out to the top of your head and your crown chakra. And it's okay. A lot of people are going through it. That's sometimes for me associated with a humming, like a deep, it sounds like you can hear the earth mechanically doing something at night, just this constant, nonstop, and then it'll just stop, and then it'll start again. Like, so I guess nonstop wasn't the right way, but anyway, I already talked about the dizziness, but the nighttime stuff, difficulty sleeping, night sweats, unable to find a good temperature, you know, hot, cold sweats, really strange dreams, having lucid dreams in when you're not used to that. And then those of us that are accustomed to recalling our dreams very well are finding it more and more difficult to recall them. That's okay though. Those dreams that are happening, you're still retaining that information in the place that it needs to be. Remember that when we're in our sleep state, our dream time place, we are in another place. We actually, our consciousness is experiencing a different dimension. It's known as the fourth dimensional frequency. And there's a lot of different stuff that goes on there. But mostly it's work. And so we're waking up exhausted. We're waking up feeling like we hadn't slept or gotten any rest in the time that we had, as well as difficulty finally falling asleep, spending the whole day being exhausted, and then finally nighttime comes, and it's not that you can't turn your brain off, it's simply that you just can't sleep. Your body just doesn't want to anymore. And, you know, it's getting colder and colder and more difficult to go out and stand in nature barefoot and to ground in that way. But one of the really awesome solutions that I have found is to bring soil into the house. You don't need to have a lot of it. If you can't bring a whole pot to stand in, you can bring, you know, enough that you can sprinkle it on, you know, a plate or something, and just set your feet in it. The pores at the bottom of your feet are the biggest pores in our whole body. And the purpose of that is that it absorbs and brings up all the minerals and nutrients that we need from the soil, but also it takes all of the negative or the disharmonious stuff that's going on in our bodies. It pushes it down through and out. And the soil gratefully accepts it with glad open arms. And you don't need to do it for very long. You don't need to submerge your feet in the soil. It's fun. And you can also use your hands to do it. It just takes a little bit longer. 5 minutes with your feet is about 20 minutes with your hands. And just remember to continue to drink the water. We've been going through this disconnect to reconnect experience for a while. And that is a time that a lot of us kind of were a little bit, not alarmed, but it's an uneasy, funky feeling to have that disconnection that as empaths, we all understand. All of us are empathic in some way, right? And we're all connected. And to suddenly be disconnected and have just that feeling of almost separation, all of a sudden it's unsettling. But please know that a lot of us are going through it, and it's only temporary. Right now, okay, so we're going through a mass dark night of the soul, when we have for a while, right? But it's been happening in waves. And I didn't understand that completely or even partially until just this moment. So like we're going through these waves, so we have these reprieves because we need breaks. You know, if we were doing this constantly, that would really, I don't know, you know. And the whole point of all of this is to present everything available, everything possible to enable 100% success for everyone. It's not about pushing and seeing who can fail. The light is providing ample everything that we need, as well as time. Okay? You're not going to miss a boat. Right now, we are supposed to focus on these things in ourselves. Some of us, brand new waking up into this spiritual awakening experience, are finding that we have some things that kind of need to be looked at. You know, and that is what they call the dark night of the soul. These parts of us that we had been carrying around for a while, not even sure why. You know, as well as relationships. Not just romantic ones. All kinds of interactions with other beings is a relationship. And even inanimate beings if you get down. So, all that is about now is that we just... There's some things that... Some people that have provided some awesome stuff for us. And we have for them. But then you get to a point where you find that you're not serving one another any longer. And it's time to prune or shed away those relationships. You know, it's not advice. It's not something I'm suggesting that you do. It's simply something that occurs. It just happens. And if you're in that place where you're suddenly seeing all these people are no longer in your life, I know what it feels like. And it's unsettling. But know that you're okay. And you found a family coming here. We've all been through this. If you've been through it before and you're going through this experience right now, it kind of feels, it's weird to get so high up, right, energetically, and then to have that almost feel like you're between worlds experience. It's not the most enjoyable. However, all we have to do is reach. Like what it is that I'm being shown is like, there's like this beautiful filament all the way around us, all the way around the whole globe and around each person. And that is made of pure love, just as we are, just as you are. Love. And all you have to do is reach. They keep saying, touch the love, just touch the love. And as you say that to yourself, touch the love, you can feel yourself expanding to reach and to touch it. And that connection starts again. And remember to do this as much as you can. Anytime that you feel like you're disconnected, anytime that you're feeling that low experience. Because as we are going through our dark night of the soul experience again, or the first time, it's really easy to feel separate and alone. When we are all one, we are not separate. We are not separated. We are one thriving being of love. And we're connected and of God. We are directly from that source. That's what we are. That's why people talk about us being stardust, because that's what our bodies are. But that star fragment, that light that shines in the center of your heart, that you see when you go into meditation, that's part of the light. That is the fragment of God that we're all connected to, and we're all a puzzle piece of. And it's beautiful while we're dealing with and working through these things that may not be the most pleasant. It's easy to become disconnected. And that's why we were being asked to reach. Touch the love. Touch it. You can do this. And as these things come up, they're not meant for you to analyze and to pull apart and to reason and figure out. They're not clues to a bigger picture. They're simply pieces of things, stories, elements of a past that never got acknowledged. It was denied the right to be seen. And by doing so, it created some kind of a limbo experience for it. And so all we're doing is we're just watching it. We're just acknowledging it. We're just observing its existence as it goes on. And that a lot of times is accompanied with a humming sound and some vibrating going on in the center of your body, as well as lights flickering and electronics going berserk. I can't go near TVs anymore. There's a lot of stuff happening, and it's all beautiful. The opposite of fear is love. God is nothing but pure love. That stuff's true. And when you hear someone else say that, it's pretty potent. But when you say it with your own voice, you can feel the resonance of its truth. And simply doing that connects you. We're together. We came here together, and we are working together. I am so honored to have you on this journey with us. Thank you so much for your service. This has not been easy, but it's awesome. I hope you're having a lovely journey. I hope blessings.